What's goody? Oh, sheesh. What I do? Waiting for everybody to get in. Let's go. Let's go. What's up? What's good? How you guys living, man? How y'all living today? Hopefully y'all can hear me pretty well. And double dog said, "Damn, living good." Yo, bro, what's good, brother? Hopefully you're having a great one. It's kind of like the first sunny day we've really had here in a few weeks. So I was like, I need to wash this damn car. So that's what I'm doing before I do any other work. Suku said, I love all the stuff, man. I appreciate it, brother. Bro, I can hear you perfectly. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's fucking go. What's good, man? How's everybody been? What's been new? What's been popping? What y'all been on right now? They said saw you streaming what? Oh, let me just see real quick. Bring this up. Saw you were streaming like what? Like what? Man, this shit smells so fucking bad, bro. Yeah, while I was doing that, what's good, man? Talk to your boy. We You got a lot of stuff to get done today. Obviously, this. If you guys didn't know, I was going live over on the Phantom Troop. If you guys don't know what that is, check my last video. It's in the comment section and it's in the description box. Head over there. Make sure you guys sub over there. It's free. Um, but that's kind of where everything is going now. But yeah, um, yeah. I was like, look, I'm gonna go live. We all, gotta wash my car. See if y'all want to, chat with your boy while I do that, since I have to do it anyways. But yeah, so I got this. I got a couple of reactions I need to do today. YuYu for sure. I'm gonna try to watch a lot today and just upload them to Patreon and knock those out. And then you guys will see some behind the scenes over on the Phantom Troop site. So when you guys check that out, you can see what else goes on. Because I know a lot of you may think that I just do YouTube videos or reactions only. So you guys will probably see a little more behind the scenes over there. Um, but yeah, but I was like, this morning I woke up and I was like, oh, it's sunny. I was like, oh, I need to wash this car. It's fucking disgusting. So definitely super dope. How was y'all anime Super Sunday though? Because man, that shit was crazy with it, bro. Holy shit, that shit was crazy. That was a crazy Sunday, guys. Wow. Both of them came out swinging hard. Obviously, different reasons, but sheesh, too crazy, too crazy. Love all the recent Demon Slayer and AOT reaction. Energy is always on point. Keep up the great work. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, brother. I mean, I think that's the thing too. I think a lot of people don't know that I do other reactions, just because YouTube isn't advertising them to anybody. So, which is why the Phantom Troop is there. So, like Ranking of Kings, both episodes 1 and 2 are up on YouTube. They've been up there for a couple of days now, but nobody's there to even notice that they're there. Um, yeah, I mean, there's definitely stuff popping up. It's just YouTube ain't notifying anybody. So, for whatever reason, that's just what the case is at the moment. So yeah, that's just kind of So if you guys want to stay up to date on everything, bro, make sure you guys check out the Phantom Troop. They're already over there doing some fucking awesome shit, bro. It's super fun, anyways. And there's more coming to that as well. Like I spoke with one of the lead developers yesterday. So there's a lot that they're coming up over there. Live stream stuff. Uh, I mean, you got that chat room vibes. So there's some really dope stuff coming. So I'm really excited about it. So if you guys don't know about that, I don't have a link in this video particularly, just because I just went live on my phone. But check out my last few videos, whether it be Demon Slayer, whether it be AOT, or the Anime Super Sunday discussion with Toshi. And it should all be in like the description in the top pinned comment. So head over there so you guys don't miss any future stuff. It'll be the easiest place to do it at. Danny said facts. Yeah, so and then shortly it'll be set up to where anytime I post to YouTube, it'll automatically post to the Phantom Troop. So you guys won't have to worry about YouTube notifying you. I've already tested it out. It works really well, but there was a little bit of a bug, so they're fixing that first before they launch it back out. But yeah, super fire. If you had to pick one anime waifu from all the shows you've seen on Patreon, who would you pick? Ooh, boy. I mean, they're waifus for different reasons, right? You got the super baddie types, right? Super baddie types, and then you got like the ones that are just down for whatever, right? Like got your back 1,000%. So it just depends on what you're asking. Because if you're talking about like waifu, like she always got my back type shit. I don't even like the anime, but Rem is that one, bro. You feel me? Like Rem is that one. Uh, like she's super legit with it. So now, if you're talking about baddie, ooh, that one's tough, bro. Because there's a couple of them, bro. There's a couple of them in Slime that I was like, ooh. There's a couple of them in name some of the animes I've been watching, bro. Oh man, because I can't think of all of them at the moment. Um, but obviously, if Rem got to be of age, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she's just a little ass girl, though. You know what I'm saying? But if we're assuming everybody's of age, Rem is definitely on deck for just down at all times. What do you say? Somebody said what? Not the yonder ones. What? Sakura for sure. Sakura. You talking about? You talking about Naruto Sakura? I don't know. I don't know if Sakura is mine. If it's coming from the Naruto verse, I mean, I don't know, bro. I might go. That might be fucking 10-10 or some shit. Cause I was like, oh, what up, girl? What's goody? She different. So I don't know. Um, Video game bait. You know what? I don't. Uh, I mean, obviously everybody's gonna have their own preference of what looks good to them, right? So like I know I'm brain farting right now on who I think would be like super bad, right? Because I don't just stay in my head all the time. So throw out a couple animes and I can be like, oh yeah, I forgot about her. Because I guarantee you I'm missing somebody. How does it feel to be a millionaire? I'm not. I am not a millionaire. That would be dope. We're not there yet, bro. We got still got a long ways to go. Still got a long ways to go, my friend. I don't know where you got that information, but that's just way the fuck off. I'll tell you that. Where I can't just for Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm pretty sure you mean you can't wait. Yeah, I mean that's gonna be a crazy ass season. I hope it's gonna be dope. Like I don't. It's one of those things too. Like nowadays, you don't know if the second season's really gonna pop. You know what I mean? Like you assume that it's going to, but you really don't know if it's going to or not. You know what I mean? Let me take y'all with me real quick. So I remember the time when, I don't know what, can't the chat just stay up on the screen? God damn it. Let me see. I remember when the time when she made a reaction to Lady Tsunade. It was hilarious. I mean, Tsunade, you know what I mean? Tsunade with that thing, bro. Promise Neverland. Yeah, Promise Neverland hurt, bro. After season two, Demon Slayer is officially better than Jujutsu Kaisen anime wise. I mean, look, to be fair though, this is Jujutsu only's had one season. You know what I mean? Like we got to look at it in context too. You know what I mean? So got to look at it in context. We still only have one season of Jujutsu, so ultimately I can't really judge it if it's better or not. But I would say off of first season alone, if you're going first season to first season, I'm picking Jujutsu over Demon Slayer for sure. I mean, that's just again, if you're just going apples to apples, you know what I'm saying? Apples to apples. Yeah, apples to apples. I'm picking Jujutsu Kaisen over Demon Slayer for season one. Personally, yeah, I agree with that. That's why I stopped season two. Yeah, for sure. Tsunade kicks. I mean, look, Tsunade, man, she thick with it though, bro. Ooh. I'm like, girl, what you talking about? She's super thick. But I know I'm missing some people because I know I've seen animes where I'm like, oh shit, what? What's up? I know I'm missing somebody. So yeah, you forgot about Lady Chio. Man, if you don't get the hell out of here with that, it's like comparing you to the DBZ. What you mean? Will you be reading New Bleach? Will I be reading New Bleach art? Oh, there's another Bleach art coming out. For real? What kind of car is this? This is a C43 AMG. Um, my nigga said Lady Chio, bro. If you don't stop. I'm trying to think. Okay, let's go through animes, right? That I've watched. We got Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't think there's any like super baddies in Jujutsu that I'm like, ooh, she's super bad. Um, um, we got what else? What else? We got Jujutsu Kaisen. We got Attack on Titan. There's no like baddies in Attack on Titan. Not for me, anyways. Um, what else? We got Yeah, I'm excited for the movie for sure. I mean, Mikasa's dope, but she ain't a baddie to me like that. She's not. She's sauced, right? But she's not like I'm like, damn, bro. I'm trying to me and Mikasa. Like, nah, she's tight with it. Like, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, what's up? Um, I mean, One Piece. Obviously, I mean, you got a couple ones in there. You got fucking what's the fucking neck bitch that be doing this shit? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Boa Hancock, exactly. Boa Hancock. You got Nami. I mean, Nami is a little annoying at times, but she's slim thick. Um, I don't know who. I mean, who's better though, her or fucking Robin though? I don't know, bro. I don't know who's better, her or Robin. But I think Boa might be the baddest bitch in that show. Um, okay, so we got that. You said Boa best though. I'm saying Boa. I'm like, oh, what's up? Oh, what's good? Black Clover. Um, that one captain, she could get it for sure. The one that fucks with the Black Bulls captain, Yami, the one that fucks with her. I fucks with him. She's with it. Uh, you watch? I haven't watched Fairy Tale. I know it's on the docket. People have been asking me for sure for the longest. Um, I'm trying to think if there's okay, so we got that. We got what else we watch? Slime. Who's in Slime? I know there's a couple of them that even though they got some horns and shit, I was like, ooh, like his right hand chick. She's a little thicky thick. Um, I don't know, man. Like there's a lot, but at the same time, like I don't be fantasizing about it like that. So I don't remember until I see him. Like, oh shit. But I mean, even still, I mean, I think it might be between Rem as far as ones that are like super down for the cause. It's either gonna be Rem or it's gonna be uh Tart from what's it called? From uh the world's finest assassin. Because she's super down as well. Like she's like, oh, what we doing? We smacking somebody? Let's go. Like she with it. So again, granted both of them are over age. You know what I'm saying? As of age, yeah, they both super down for the cause, so that's always fire. But yeah, I mean, let's what else y'all want to talk about, bro? I mean, I know the waifu thing is fun, but like, what else y'all on, man? What anime should I be on right now? Because I know Ranking of Kings, I'm watching that at the moment. So I know some of y'all have been seeing the early stuff or on Patreon. And then keep in mind too, because of the Phantom Troop, there's ways of watching Patreon content without actually paying. So make sure you guys head over there because there's coins that you can earn by helping me do stuff over there that will allow you access to certain Patreon content. So just giving you guys a heads up of that as well. So for those that may want to catch Patreon exclusive stuff, you can kind of earn shit over there by helping me share shit out and X, Y. You'll see it when you head over there. It makes sense. It's actually pretty fire. And a lot of stuff's gonna be rolling out this week. But yeah, there's a couple of manhwa for you to read. Okay, what DC or MCU movie would you like made or remade? Um, what was it? Are you talking about? Would you like made? Honestly, I want a Man of Steel 2. I just know we're not going to get it. Um, unfortunately, I was a real fan of Zack Snyder's vision. I know it wasn't for everybody, but what movie is? You know what I'm saying? Like what movie is? I think he just got a rough. He got a bad role. You know what I'm saying? Like people's expectations from DC and Warner Brothers to for it to be as lighthearted as the MCU and his longer approach in storytelling uh, just doesn't really translate well for the mass audience, and unfortunately it just wasn't going to be the best fit, I don't think, for the masses. Because I know a lot of people that don't really care for like, oh well, this doesn't make sense. It's like, no, it makes perfect sense, you just don't like it. um, well, this could have been done better. Well, you could say that about any movie. What could have been done, like, that's fine, but that saying that something can be done better, you can say that about any movie. So I think at a certain point, it's like, did you not like it just because you didn't care for how they represented certain characters? Like he wanted to make things a little bit more realistic, versus, and I think two people wanted a certain type of Superman, a certain type of Batman. Um, so those characters are the two most popular superheroes, comic book characters of all time. So their fan base is wide and fan base is very specific. You know what I mean? So, um, but yeah, it's just one of those things, man. Like hopefully, hopefully we get something in the future. Yeah, I'm not really 100% sure what Marvel has in store, but I trust Marvel's capacity at the moment. Their capability is there, obviously, but as far as like what it is that I want from them, I'm not really sure. I think for me, it's more so at the moment, like what are they gonna do with like Fantastic Four? Because it's had the worst go. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been represented twice in a not so good way. So I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. So yeah, hopefully it's dope, but we'll see. I mean, what about you guys? What properties are you guys excited about? I saw somebody in the chat. Let me just go down real quick. Disc brake on the rear wheels? Yeah, yeah, yeah. What do you mean disc brake on the rear wheels? They have to be discs. What you mean? No rear drums, bro. Hi, bro. I follow you from France. I like so much your reaction. Good. Hey, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Dragon Quest, okay. I like DC cartoon movies better. Yeah, they're raw, bro. They're super raw with it. What anime is a masterpiece in your perspective? Ooh, that's a really good question. So it really depends, right? Like everything is gonna be relative. So, but I would say as a completed story for me, right? For me, as a completed story, um, AOT is unmatched at the moment. As a completed story, it's unmatched. Um, Complexity, it's tight. There's not a lot of fat, if any. Um, it's yeah, it's that's probably gonna be that. If we're talking about like a shonen style anime, um, if we're talking about like shonen style anime, it's a little different because they're usually not seasoned releases, right? They're usually a weekly situation. Um, they're usually weekly, so that means there's filler. That means that there's going to be episodes where the animation isn't all that great. Um, so, and then you have to, and then some of the filler may be really good, but then some of it is just like, bruh, can we just get back to this main story? So it's really that question's a lot harder to make, um, because you have things like AOT and Death Note that I've seen. Again, these are just things that I've seen that are just fucking awesome stories. Now, Death Note, I agree. After that main first oof, like the second half of Death Note is not as strong as the first. However, its entirety is still a solid fucking story. And again, it's not action based, right? It's a psychological thriller. So that in and of itself is unique. But shonen style, like weekly shonen vibes, I don't know, bro. I mean, the closest thing. Do you have gray hair? I noticed your hair. Yeah, yeah. I have this here, and then I have like some pepper action. Um, so as far as weekly situations, it's very difficult because, like for the things I said before, so there's nothing that's really perfect. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that's really perfect. There's ups and downs in every one of them that I've seen. Hunter x Hunter is fucking fantastic. But it's definitely a slow burn to, um, it's good at best to me until it gets to the Chimera Ant arc, right? I don't even think it's debatable that I think it probably has the best power system. It is complex, so you really have to, right? Um, Full Metal Brotherhood is fucking spectacular. So But again, I don't know if that was a weekly thing, or if that was a season thing, or if that was like a one and done thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's really tough for me to. I wasn't around when that actually was. I wasn't watching tons of anime when that anime had dropped, so I'm not really sure how it released. But that anime is fucking a S tier for sure. So yeah, so I'm make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, Full Metal is up there, bro. It's so good. Um, yeah, that one's fucking oof. That one's a tough one, man. Because I mean, I could easily throw in like the popular things, but there's so much. Like, okay, I could throw in uh like a Naruto, right? But there's so much fucking fat in Naruto where it's like, is do I enjoy the series? Yes. Do I think it's awesome? Yes. It's in my top five. But what I considered a masterpiece, probably not, right? So, and it's one of those things where, even going back to like when it was created, the creator based Naruto off of Goku. Like a lot of the stuff that's in the series early on, was based off of certain characters that he had seen prior. So, and again, I'm not. That's not a knock to the series, because I think the series as a whole is a better written series than Dragon Ball altogether. Um, However, there's there's so much fucking fat in Naruto. And then some of the decisions story wise, I'm like, not really the best decisions personally, but it still didn't affect me from enjoying the series. You know what I'm saying? Um, so it's one of those things where uh, it's hard to pin down any popular shonen, like weekly shonen vibes. It's really hard to include those in masterpieces, because it's almost like they weren't really designed to be like art formish styles of anime. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, but yeah, I don't know, man. I might be rambling at this point, but um, what are some of the things that you guys consider like masterpiece vibes? Like, what are things that you're like, oh, this is a goat for me for sure. I lost interest in ReZero because of Subaru's character. He was so irrational, irritating. Hunter x Hunter is a weekly Shonen Jump. It's uh, it's a weekly Shonen in the sense of it's in the manga run. I'm talking about as an actual anime release. Was it, hey, we're gonna do every week? And if it is, then it's up there for sure. But again, I wasn't around when it was releasing, so I'm not really familiar with its actual with its run. But I think as far as the ones that I had mentioned, it might be Full Metal Alchemist as far as like just a piece of complete art. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, like this is the art that they created with this. You know what I'm saying? Like that might be that. Uh, because I really don't know any other ones that are as complete as that series. But it's one of those things too where I've never went back to rewatch it either. You know what I'm saying? So in those things, like there's certain things that I love that are like, oh, this was fucking spectacular, but I'll never go back and rewatch it, um, because it just didn't have the excitement, rewatchability for certain moments to me that I would want to go back and spend that time again. Um, so I think for me, uh, that's a whole other discussion, like rewatchability, right? Because like I can say all up and down that yeah, Dragon Ball's not the best written series, right? But the rewatchability of moments has some of the most iconic moments in anime. Period. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit. Naruto's another one where you can go back and say, okay, this fight, this moment, like there's a laundry list of things in that series. Even though it had its shortcomings in writing, character decisions, you know what I'm saying, like crazy power cliffing moments. But there's a list of rewatchability moments that you're like, you know what? Even though it had crazy filler, this is still fire because boom, 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 right? Like Dragon Ball GT is another one of those things where it had really cool moments, but the series was kind of meh. Like, oh, well, that moment was dope, or that character was tight, or that fight was awesome, but it was kind of meh. Like it's a weird scenario. GT is so underrated, even with its flaws. I mean, look, it's underrated. I agree, but look, these are things that I agree with Dragon Ball GT. The story was, I hated the fact that we had to make Goku a kid again because that's what sells, right? Youth sells in anime, which is why so many animes are both based around kids or teenagers, right? They wanted to say, okay, let's make him a kid again and start his story over, type shit, right? Because that sells. That's why Goten and Trunks still look like kids. So so that's one of the reasons, right? So for me, I'm like, man, I don't want to see him as a fucking little boy. And I think that's why Super Saiyan 4 is what it is, because they're like, well, shit, like, we kind of need him to be Goku, like, so like, well, we'll make him an adult in 4, but he'll still be a kid in his regular form. So fucking stupid. But yeah, it definitely had the blue Power Ranger effect from fucking Turbo. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know. I feel like in that regard, it's a tough one. I don't think it deserves the hate that it gets, but um, original Green Ranger. I mean, look, original Green Ranger. Tommy is it, bro. Come on, bro. Justin from Power Ranger Turbo. That's exactly what Goku was in fucking GT, bro. He ain't got a front. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it reminded me of. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on here? Oh well, though. It is what it is. Wait for this shit to drippity drip drip. But yeah, so yeah, GT. I don't know. It's definitely a tough one to Vegeta from the back though. I mean, bro, Hiei's Tyro. Hiei is a dope fucking character, man. Like Yu Yu Hakusho. Let's talk about this, man, because I think a lot of people um, that love a series, like some of you guys that love Yu Yu Hakusho, have a connection to it the same way that I had a connection to Dragon Ball. Like you saw when you were younger, you have this emotional connection because you were a teenager or a young adult or a kid, and you can relate to Yusuke at that time, right? So you're seeing it from an angle that ties you real close to that character. And I think even as a kid, you have a chip on your shoulder as a kid, right? You have you have a chip on your shoulder of like, I want to prove to my parents that I can do this, or you're aspiring at that moment. You're trying to become who you are. So seeing a character like Yusuke figure himself out, you're tied to that in a way that even now you look at it as if you were still your age when you first saw it. In the same way, when I look at Dragon Ball, which is why I never include it in my top five. You're like, oh well, what? Like you say, you love Dragon Ball. Like, yeah, it's my favorite for a whole other reason. It's not because it's the best of whatever, right? There's an emotional attachment I have with that series. Growing up, coming home from school, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole thing that ties that experience in for me. So I can't include it in my top five because there's a complete bias to it, right? So when I was saying the tournament, the dark tournament arc was mid, I'm looking at it from a whole other perspective, right? I was like, all right, people saying this is one of the best tournament arcs in anime. The word tournament is a competition. It's a fight, right? There's fighting in a fighting anime. So I was like, all right, I'm expecting dope fights. And when I got to there, the fights were trash. Let's just keep it a stack. Choreography wasn't there. The animation quality was not there, even for the time. and we had already seen certain elements, certain episodes where the animation was fire. I was like, oh shit, this is fire. The Genkai moment with Toguro, fire, right? So it's not the fact that they couldn't animate it that way. The Hiei fight that he had when he used some of the dark flame shit, crazy, right? I was like, oh, this shit is sauce, right? But the fights were not good at all. Like I'm gonna do a video of I'll compare it to Dragon Ball, just not Z, just Dragon Ball, fight for fight, and they're not even comparable. They're just not, right? And it's again, it's not even it's no shade to Yu Hakusho. It's the fact that it just isn't the quality of fights aren't there for that. However, I did say the interpersonal relationships between the characters, the development between the characters and Yusuke was awesome, right? So the fighting took a back seat to the story, which is fine. But going into a tournament, I'm like, okay, let's see them throw hands. And it was mid. And then on top of that, the final battle that was led up to you start the tournament with Toguro saying, I'm gonna smack everybody unless you fight me in this tournament. So the whole thing was like the whole buildup was, is Yusuke gonna get powerful enough to fight Toguro? Right? Because we still hadn't seen Toguro fight 100% at that point. Okay, cool. And then we finally get to that point and seeing this climactic conclusion of the story between Toguro and Yusuke, and it was underwhelming. Like, bro, it was underwhelming, guys. Like the fight, I'm not talking about the moment in him talking, uh, what's her name, Genkai, appearing in Boo and telling Toguro, like, look, you got to kill his boy. Like, that's the only way for him to snap out of it. Like, I'm not saying the moments in the story development and the character development. I'm talking about the actual fight was mid. So I was like, look, it is what it is. But then the fucking chapter Black Arc was fire. Like, the story was awesome. The character was awesome. Shinsui is dope. Like, I like characters like that. He's just a little bit more he's just a little bit more complex, right? He said your JoJo is what he say? Your Yu takes are worse than your JoJo takes. I mean, again, it's you're talking about people are asking my opinion, right? There are certain things that I enjoy in storytelling, and personally, the storytelling was fine. The storytelling was fine. The fights were mid. It's just what it was, bro. So, and we can, like I said, if you want me to show you proof, I will show you proof fight for fight. They're not even comparable, guys. They're not. And that's fine. And I'm not saying that Yu Hakusho is a trash anime. But when people were asking me about the actual fights in the tournament, I was like, this is a weak tournament if you're talking about the actual fights. I'm going to stand here. I'm going to do a move. You're going to stand here and do another move. And then we're going to sit there and talk about it. And then I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I'm going to do the same move again. All right. I missed. Okay, it didn't work. All right, let's try the move again. Bruh. Like that's literally rinse and repeat through the tournament arc. Come on, guys. Like, come on. Come on. Let's not do that. Again, I think people get really caught up in their biases though of like, oh well, because I love it, everybody should love everything about it. And it's like, that's just not reality, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's gonna be things that you like that I don't. There's gonna be things that I like that you don't. But at the same time, just because I love something doesn't mean I can't be critical about it, right? I've said multiple times about how I love Dragon Ball, critical of Dragon Ball. I tell you multiple times I'm critical of One Piece. I'm critical of One Piece. People talk about what's your masterpiece anime. I said as a completed story, AOT is. How many times have I talked about AOT's animation this season not being up to snuff? I keep the same energy all the way across, bro. I don't, regardless if I think it's bomb or not, does it not mean it's away from criticism. That's not the point. The point is being okay. Let's keep it a stack all the time. You can't keep energy with one and then be like, oh well, because this is my favorite, it can't do no wrong. Come on, bro. Let's come on. That's not how I'm not even built like that. So if I'm gonna keep the smoke, if I talk that shit and I want the smoke, I have to have it with everything. I can't just be like, oh well, because it's my favorite, we can't talk about that. Come on, bro. That's not how I roll. Y'all know better. Kind of like Dragon Ball when they watch somebody transform. Exactly, bro. That whole trope of the motherfucker standing there, like, all right, well, I'm just gonna. They try to explain it with the writing, right? Well, I want to see you power up and become super powerful because I want to test my strength. We could say, okay, cool, like you explained it, but like, come on, bro, like you're gonna sit there and just watch my dude throw just power up so he can throw saucier hands. Come on, bro. Like, let's keep it a stack. That shit's crazy. Like, I agree with you 100%, bro. Like, that whole shit sound wild. You know what's weird too is because I think that was, and again, this is where you have the weekly shonen challenges, right? What does that mean? Well, when an anime is running weekly, especially prior to streaming, a show, and this isn't just anime, this is shows in general, shows that are airing weekly or daily or things like that, sitcoms, stuff like that, or weekly TV shows, they're under contract for a certain amount of shows, right? And there's a certain amount of budget. However, they want to make their money through ad revenue, advertisement. So they prolong things in certain episodes or have filler episodes to say, okay, well, we're not going to put a ton of resources into this episode. We'll use this episode to make up money in advertisement revenue during commercials. So we can add that money to other anime episodes that are going to come later that need more animation, need more budget, or more production budget, X, Y, and Z. So when you have shows like Dragon Ball where you have these moments of motherfuckers standing there for a long time. And I think too, if you go back, because I know people are like, oh well, Goku was standing there powering up, or if he was powering up for like 10 episodes, he wasn't. It was like 2 or 3 max. Max. But when you're a kid, everything feels super long. But if you go back and watch it, it's not a ton of episodes of shit happening of like, damn, this nigga is still doing this. Like, it's actually not as bad as people remember. But it's still long, right? It's not like, okay, 1 episode max, cool, let's keep it pushing, right? But I think a lot of that comes from how studios were making their money primarily back in the day, which is why nowadays you don't have that issue with newer animes that just have a seasonal budget and they get in and get out because they can't waste that money on dead episodes. You know what I'm saying? Because like, oh damn, there's only 12 episodes and you wasted an entire episode on fucking exposition of 2 characters just talking. It wastes an episode. You know what I'm saying? So they can't do it that way. Um, so this doesn't make much sense. Is basically what I'm saying. But ultimately, uh, that's just the downside of weekly released anime. That's just the reality of it. And yeah, unfortunately, you can't escape that with older animes. You just can't. That's just how they were made back then, and how they were released. So, but I'll always be fair, man. I'll always be fair. Like, I know people get upset because I'm vocal about shit and I really don't sugarcoat anything. So you're like, oh, well, you harsh. I'm like, I'm not harsh. You just want me to be like, look, it's not as good as people say it is, but it's okay, right? I could be like, I think it's mid, right? And it upsets people. It's the same shit. It's just I'm wording it that way, right? So I'm the goal for me is always to keep the same energy no matter what. If I think something's dope, I'll let you know. If I think something's mid, I'm gonna let you know. I'm always gonna keep it a stack with how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? But what do you say? Hold on, I'm trying to see what Bale said. Bale be cracking me up, bro. The fact is, you have bad YuYu and JoJo takes. I have bad. How do I have bad takes? Explain how my takes are bad. Is it because they're not what you like? Like, how are they bad takes? Every take that I've given you a reason for why. I didn't just say, oh, it's trash. Why? Because it's trash. I didn't give you that. I gave you a literal explanation of why I think something is. So if I'm not backing up a claim with evidence, then I could agree with you that my takes are trash, right? Completely agree with you. But that's not what's happening here. You're upset because I don't agree with you. That's what happened. Man, shit's bad funny. I love you guys, man, for real. Like, no cap. Like, I love you guys for real, bro. Me and Toshi, we used to do this all the time. Like, that's the dopest part about doing shows with Toshi. Gotta dump this water out, clean this up. Yeah, so I think in that, like, that's just a part of the situation, bro. Like, we're not all gonna agree on everything, but what kind of fun is that if you agree on everything? All right, so just so you guys are aware, how long did that take me? Because I'm talking to you guys, but that took me what 40 something minutes just to do the rims and tires. See how long it takes me to wash cars? I'm like too meticulous, I know, but that's just my process, bro. That's my process, bruh. Um, hopefully that's not too loud. I just have to fill the water up. So, good reaction today. I'm gonna try my best. If you guys are over on the Phantom Troop, you'll see what I'm doing today because I'll kind of let you guys know what I'm doing, so you guys have an idea of what my work schedule actually looks like. Um, in what time is it right now? In about 2 hours, I have another meeting for the, a show review with Bree and Hara, just reviewing our show that we just launched in Melbourne. So I have a meeting with them, and I know tomorrow or Thursday, I actually have footage to review for that. Tell you guys, I'll update you guys over in the Phantom Group for that. But I have that. I know I want to get YuYu in today. I think I want to get that. I want to get YuYu in today. A couple of things for Patreon exclusive. So like Seven Deadly. I'm not 100% sure what the other one's going to be yet. Oh, Ranking of Kings. I'm gonna watch that for sure. And if I have time, I'll get JoJo in for Patreon first. I won't edit it for YouTube yet, just so I can at least get content up to Patreon. And then yeah, did you finish the finale, the final season of Seven Deadly Sins? I was thinking about becoming a patron so I can watch. I'm watching the final season now, I believe. Um, whatever the last season is on Netflix is what I'm currently watching on Patreon. Um, so yeah. And again, uh, if you head over to the Phantom Troop, I'll be releasing things kind of a la carte over there. And for some of the Patreon exclusive content. Um, but they'll be a la carte over there. However, because of how the platform works, I have challenges on the platform that if you complete, you get sauce coins, and you can cash those sauce coins out for paid content. So keep that in mind. If you're like, look, I can't afford Patreon, but I can help do X, Y, and Z, and those things will allow me to watch paid content. You might want to check it out, bro. And that's over. It's not, the link isn't in this stream, but it is on the previous 3 videos that I have on YouTube. So you can click there, and then I'll add you guys after the stream. But yeah, it's a dope platform, bro. Obviously, building a community over there. So any update on Book of Boba? So that's the other thing I need to watch. I'm probably gonna watch it tonight, but I don't think I'm gonna be doing a reaction for it. The Book of Boba isn't doing well reaction wise on the channel. Number one, and then two, uh, it's so far after the episode that it's probably gonna do worse. So I'm just like, look, I'll probably do a reaction to it, keep it on Patreon for now, and react to it this week when it drops. Like, because there's really not much that I can do outside of that. Everything is gonna be like the time that I have to invest in certain things has to make sense for the channel. So if it's not producing well, then you know. Are you waiting for Haikyuu announcement for the anime, or do you even think you'd check out the month? I mean, I'm not checking out. I'm waiting for the anime, bro. Haikyuu is one of my favorites, bro, because it's in my top 5 now. So for sure, like Haikyuu is one of the goats, bro. I mean, you know what though? I got water on my butt, probably. Uh, when I completely forgot about Haikyuu. You're talking about masterpieces. I can't rank it against other sports anime because I haven't really seen other sports anime, right? But I can say how that anime made me feel, and that shit was fucking amazing. That is such a fucking fun, inspiring anime. Uh, it's so good. Haikyuu is so fucking bomb, bro. He said you got 10 in his top five. No, my top five is um, AOT, One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, and Haikyuu. So and when I say Naruto, I mean Naruto through Naruto Shippuden. That's what I'm considering as just like the complete story of Naruto. So yeah, that's my top five, playboy. What you got? He said, "Some I really want to know. Have you read Berserk? I have not read the Berserk manga, but I've heard amazing things. The challenge with manga right now is channels are getting shut down right now on manga reading. So I'm like, ooh, it's a weird time, bro, for people that do anime content or manga content because Japanese companies do not fuck with it. They don't fuck with that shit at all, bro. Like at all, at all. So I'm like, all right, well, what do I do at that point? Like if I want to do content, but then I can't post it because they'll flag it or strike it, but they're like suing people, bro. They're like actually suing creators right now, like lawsuits and shit. I'm not talking about copyrights, bro. I'm not talking about copyright claims. I'm talking about they're filing lawsuits against creators, bro. So it's a very interesting situation, bro. People behind Japan corporations are archaic. I mean, look, I get I get the I get the need to want to protect your IP, but I think at the same time there's in the community of your content, people that make content around your content build the community around your content, right? They make people like Bayo. You know what I'm saying? We're like, nah, fuck that. This is the greatest shit ever. Right? But on some real shit though, like you build real stands. And I'm not talking about standing a demeaning thing. I'm talking about real hardcore motherfuckers about your property. That's just real shit. So it's just really weird that some companies don't get that. Webtoon fully understands that, which is awesome. They're like, no, they'll give people actual criteria on how to react to their shit. Like, look, don't use this, da da da, but you can, like they understand the value of reactions. Like, very different concept. You know what I'm saying? So, which is why I fuck with Webtoon. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you have a company that understands that type of shit, bro, that sees the value in the community building that happens. I mean, y'all know, like people that watch the content know. They know what's up. And I guarantee you a lot of you guys buy into those IPs, right? Whether it be posters, buying movie shit, rental stuff, streaming, whatever, like you guys buy into the IPs. So it's not just like, oh well, we're not making our money. It's like, bruh, what are you talking about, dude? At the bare minimum, bro, just split the ad revenue. Like that's another thing I don't understand. It's like all you have to do is say, okay, if you're doing reaction to somebody else's content, whether it be music, art, manga, anime, TV shows, whatever, just have a revenue split. Don't copyright claim the video. Say, okay, all right, 30% of your 70% you're getting from YouTube, 30% of that it's going to go to the copyright owner, right? And then the fair use side of it, the transformative side of it, you'll get the remainder percentage. Like I don't understand why that's not even a consideration. Like it's really weird. It's like, bruh, you'll get free advertisement. You'll also get paid off of that content, and you're not burning your bridges for fans that are actually reacting to your content. Like, really, it's weird. It's so fucking weird. But it's like the stingy nature is like, oh well, it's my shit. It's like, okay, cool, all right, well, I guess we're not having the conversation, man. You feel me? But all right, so here's the question, guys. Uh, I'm actually gonna have to start foaming the car, right? I gotta foam this hoe down. So it's gonna be probably kind of hard for me to talk to you guys from that perspective, trying to wash the whole car. Do you want to stay on? And I'll, try to talk. Are you guys hearing me through the headphones or not? Like, because I don't know if you guys are. I really don't know if you guys are or not. Can you let me know if you guys are hearing me through the headphones or are you only hearing me through the phone? Uh, Dante said, yeah, yeah. All right, well, shit. We can hear you. Okay, so if I go back here, let me know. Can you hear me the same? Are you hearing me the same, homie? Are you hearing me the same if I'm back here? Can you hear me the same? Can you hear me the same back here? Because if that's the case, then we good. But if not, then we got to keep that shit pushing. Same? Oh hell yeah, let's go. Fire. Okay. I guess the headphones is working. All right, so then I'll chop it up with you through here. Um, but yeah, man, the car wash vibes is it's a tedious process, but I gotta keep that. Let me see if I can elevate this a little bit better so y'all could just be a little bit more. Uh, hmm. I'm gonna make this shit a little bit taller. Sorry guys, I know this shit's a little fucking weird, but you know, it is what it is. See if I can get this shit a little bit better. It said what? What do you say? What car is that? This is a I'll give you guys a little tour real quick. So this is a C43 AMG Mercedes, right? This isn't a somebody asked, so I'm just telling. That's what it looks like. C43. Um, but yeah, nothing super crazy. I'm not on supercar status yet. I'm a huge car guy though, so for me, it's like a step in that direction. Um, but hopefully, next couple of years I'll be able to get it. I will be doing car content soon, which is dope. I partnered up with a importer here to do like actual car content on like Japanese sports cars and stuff. Fucking so fucking excited. So yeah, I think he answered that discussion video, but I didn't get it. That's all good, bro. Don't even stress. Don't even stress, bruh. Don't even stress, bruh. Yes, I gotta water this bitch down real quick. Hose you down. How loud is that? How loud is that? Like I didn't even think about that. That's just probably loud as shit. Is that loud? Oh no. I don't want to ruin y'all ears, bro. Motherfuckers gonna get y'all whole day ruined. Yup. So real quick, let me know, guys. As far as like the animes that I'm watching right now on the channel, have you guys been checking out Ranking the Kings? Because I want to continue it on the channel, but you know, again, everything is relative on views. You know what I'm saying? If it's not being watched, then it actually hurts the channel. So it's one of those things too. Where I'm like, damn, like I really want to continue it, but it's just either YouTube isn't sharing it or not. But if you guys aren't following me on the Phantom Troop, follow me there so at least you guys are notified because it'll notify you immediately when I post. See what y'all talking about. My man said, what? I haven't checked it out yet. I was gonna check out Ranking of Kings out soon, but I'm finishing up. I need to catch up on. Got you, got you. You see, yeah, the way the car is facing is badass. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you, man. I was planning on watching after the season ends. Okay. I can hear you the same. Nice, nice. All right. I do have a tripod. Yeah, I have it on a tripod for sure. For sure. But yeah, I'm really excited about the car content coming, guys. Like it'll be on my Adonis Xavier channel, but I've been wanting to do car content, man, for like forever, guys. Like since I started YouTube. But that whole production process is so much harder. Let me pull this shit a little bit closer. Boom, 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 boom. That's that Neo vibes, bruh. Sweet. All right, so what y'all on? I know a lot of people have left, obviously, because honestly, it's not that loud, bro. Okay, you should check out Berserk, Golden Age film trilogy on Netflix. Okay, check that out. I need to play Sifu. I heard it was dope. Oh, is it? Is Sifu dope? What platform is it on, by the way? Unit Hop. What's up? What in store for us, bro? We got some things in the works, my guy. We had this, I can't really talk about it, but there was some still may be coming. There's just there was a big hiccup, a big hiccup with something. So I can't discuss it, but just know that, just know, just know. Fucking birds, bro, be out here, cuz. The fucking birds be out here, kid. All right, let's snow foam this hoe, bro. All right. God damn it. I really hate hoes sometimes, bro. Not hoes, but like hoes. Like, this should be so fucking weak. Weak ass hoes, bro. Mm-hmm. Bring this shit over. All right. So make sure I get this shit thick ass lather, bruh. Lathered. Lather gang. Let's go. All right, cool. I gotta let that shit sit, and I gotta go over and brush that motherfucker down. Cause there ain't no way. What? You make that thick boy extra thick. My dude asked, bro, you asked me an impossible ass question right now. How you gonna ask me top 10 anime fights, nigga? Nigga, I'm fucking washing my car right now, bro. This dude said, hey, yo, why you doing that? Answer one of the hardest questions I can ask you right now. Top 5 anime fights. Come on, bro. How you gonna do me like that? My man gonna put me on the spot with one of the craziest questions. Come on, man. Don't do me like that, man. My man trying to set me up. Are you detailing interior? Yeah. If you played it, I haven't played Daylight. I haven't even played the first one, bro. So, Toshi, I told Toshi that because he was like, "Oh yeah, Daylight 2's out." I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "I didn't play the first one." He was like, "Bruh." He was like, "Oh man, that shit cold." So, yeah. But yeah, I definitely want to do game stuff, but that's the challenge, man. Is like, do you guys even want to watch me game? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm not sure if I'm good enough to want to be watched gaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what that experience is like from you guys. Because I know people ask me, like, oh, you should do game streams. I'm like, but do you guys really want to see me do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I know y'all watching me wash a car right now, but, you know, I don't know, bruh. Like, I'm just trying to make all this make sense. You know what I mean? I want to make sure you guys, you know, are entertained, but at the same time, it's content that I like to enjoy and content that you guys want to see me do. So it's a, you know, it's a mutual thing. Gotta keep that shit mutual, bruh. But yeah, let me know if that's something you guys are interested in. Because I would actually like to, but again, you know, time consuming, certain types of time. When can I do it? When can I not? Uh-uh. This shit, bro. So hard to know exactly where you rub when you have a fucking when you foam the car. Because everything looks the same. You know what I'm saying? Everything looks the same. So you're like, well, shit. VR horror? What? VR horror? Hmm. Y'all trying to see me freak the fuck out. That's what this is really about. Y'all just want to see me fucking go crazy. Like, yo, we need to see this dude go wild on some shit. I mean, the VR stuff looks dope. I just don't know if my space is enough space for VR. You know what I mean? Or is it like you sit down and just have the headset on? Is that how it works? I haven't spent enough time looking into the VR stuff to know like what types of setups there are. You know? So what y'all recommending over there, bruh? Oh yeah. But the back of this car gets so fucking dirty, bro. So I'm not just. It might have a lot to do with how the diffuser is pulling up air back here, but I feel like the back of my car be getting dirty first. It's really strange. It has to be the diffuser. Just the vortices that be developing back here. This probably just picks up a lot of dirty air. I swear that should be getting dirty. Getting dirty first. Dirty dick. To be like super careful about where I place the mitt as well. Like you kind of don't want to use like when you're scrubbing the bottom of the car, you don't want to bring that dirt up to the top because all like the thicker shit's on the bottom. So I have to like keep flipping my mitt around when I wipe on the bottom, so I don't bring that contamination up on top. She, we almost there. Pull over once over. And we can rinse this bitch. Oh yeah. Okay. This fucking headset keep on my damn ear, bro. Hopefully it don't sound like I'm underwater because I know water be fucking collecting in this bitch. Yeah. We should be good. Fucking hose this motherfucker off. What y'all on? He said, what? Me too, moment. Dead by daylight? Okay. How old am I? Chat, y'all know how old I am, bro. Inform my mans, bro. How old is your boy? Chat, y'all know. Some of y'all know what's up. Dead by Daylight on the cyber hype. See, the gaming on the cyber hype is tough. It's tough over there, to be honest with you. Straw Hat know what's up. He said, car hose. Yes. Hose that car, bro. Yeah, I'm 34, 35 this year, bro. Straw Hat know. Right? Looking clean right now. Okay. It's hard to know in black because you don't really know if it's not in direct sunlight, if certain spots are still dirty until it dries. It's fucking annoying. But, just one of the downsides of having a black car. Okay. I mean, it's looking clean on this side, bruh. Looking right. Looking right. What y'all saying? What he said? Uh, lazy ass is good. He said, my lazy ass is go to the car wash. Yeah, but like, you know what though? Like, this is one of my, like, this is like therapeutic for me. You know what I'm saying? I've always loved cars. So this is like an intimate time with me and my main, you know what I'm saying? That fucking noise is so weird. God damn it, bro. It's just this one fucking earpiece that keeps falling out. Come on, bro. Fucking earpiece gang. Let me bring this closer so I can get the back of this bitch. Get the back of the back. Come on, bro. I think we solid, bro. I think we solid. We might be solid. I think we might be good, guys. Now we can start drying this motherfucker down. He said, "Have y'all seen the new Corvettes, though?" Yeah, I mean they're dope. The crazy part about it is motherfuckers paying so much over a sticker for them. That's the crazy part to me. You got people that want them so bad they want to be the first ones that have it. The car retails what in the States for 60,000, 70,000. I think with the Z51 it's like 76 or something like that. People are paying like 130, 140 because dealers are marking them up. So they're like, well, I want to be first. Bruh, it's a vet, bro. I don't give a fuck what people are like, oh, well, it's a mid-engine. It's a vet. Just wait. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking wait until they're produced more so you can get it at cost, not fucking. It's crazy to me, bro. It's not a Ferrari. It's not hand built. You know what I'm saying? It's a vet, bro. Y'all motherfuckers is wild, bro. It's crazy. I'm like, bro. As soon as they start rolling off the assembly line like that, the values of them are gonna fall through the floor. People are gonna be so upside down. Just get a Toyota if you broke like me. No, it's not if you broke like me. He said, my bad, I'm guessing you're 32, forgot. Oh, no, don't even stress it, bro. People think I'm no bullshit, bro. I get this shit all the time here. They're like, you're like 24, right? I'm like, what? People on the channel, they'll think I'm like 20. They're like, oh, we're like the same age. I'm like, bro, how old are you? I'm 23. Bitch, you don't stop. If you don't stop, bro, that should be cracking me up. Cracking me up, bro. But yeah, that car market is wild right now. So that's the challenge for sure, is just getting like the right deal on a car. Right now is going to be really tough because dealers are marking shit up outrageously because they can't get inventory, right? There is I forgot what creator it was. It might have been Shmi, but he went to a dealership and saw an AMG GT Black Series, which is a $300,000 car in the States, had a $300,000 markup, a $300,000 markup. So it was 600K. I'm like, nigga, wait, just wait, bro. But people they want to be the first to have shit and blah blah. I'm like, y'all wild, man. You guys are fucking wild. It's fucking crazy to me. I mean, look, if you got it, cool. If you really don't care about it, it's no big deal. And he said, yo, I don't know. My Toyota still be operating right now. Look, bro, Toyota is one of the best car brands in the world, bro, as far as reliability and build. And you know what I'm saying? Toyota makes like the best quality product. And that also falls in line with Lexus since they own Lexus. Same shit. Um, so if you got a Toyota, man, no, that shit's gonna run for the longest. That shit's gonna run forever, bro. Corollas don't die. They just keep going, bro. It's like these motherfuckers got 9 lives like a motherfucker, bro. Great built car. And again, too, right? Like I know people are like, oh, well, you got this, blah. I was like, first of all, I love cars. Like cars are like how people collect anime action figures or whatever. Like that's how I am with vehicles. I've always been like that. I just like cars. I don't keep my cars long. I get in, have my fun, get the fuck out of it, right? Like I'll probably have this until maybe the end of the year and I'll get rid of it. Um, so I'm not into, you know, this isn't a stunt thing for me. It's just I like cars. I just like enjoying them. Which is why I take care of them as well. It's like I just want to enjoy it, take care of it, so whoever ends up getting the car next can enjoy it, and it's well kept and shit like that. But that's something that's I think the only pet peeve I have is around vehicles. To be honest, like people that have nice cars but treat them like shit. That shit bugs me, bro. That shit actually really bugs me. But again, it's just people's focuses, right? Like I also understand that people don't love cars the way that I do. They don't care about them. They're a utility. You know what I'm saying? So they really don't care. It's just like, all right, cool, it's a car. No big deal. You know what I'm saying? I drive it. I take my kids in it, eat in it, blah, blah. I don't eat in my car. I don't eat in here, bro. Uh, None of that. So that's just not what I do. It might be a rollover from my dad. My dad, and I mean, both of my parents are really sticklers on their cars. Like, both of them are really into cars. My dad was probably a little bit more than my mom. But my mom, like, I heard stories back in the day, you know, both of them doing stuff to their cars and, aftermarket this and that, lights, sound systems and shit. Like, that was just what it was back in the day. So, but that's what they did. My dad obviously had a lot more performance mods on his, but so I was always I always kind of grew up with parents that really liked cars. So maybe that also influenced how I look at them as well. You know what I'm saying? Like probably definitely had a little bit of an influence, but for those that don't know, like I wanted to be a car designer. That's what I wanted to do. Um, but the early younger me didn't have enough conviction in myself to just say, fuck it, go to LA. So I did get an invite letter to the Art Center College of Design in Pasadena, but at the time, my dad really wanted me to go to university, uh, and I didn't think I could make it in LA on my own at the time, so I didn't sacrifice it. I said, oh, you know what, my dad's put money away for college. He wants me to go to college instead, and I just kind of said, fuck it. I had a scholarship to UNLV. I was like, fuck it, I'll just go there, right? So, who knows where I would have been if I would have said, fuck it, bet on myself at that time and went to try to pursue being a car designer. I probably would have succeeded in it, but even still, it's like I think trying to figure out like, oh, what could have been is more paralyzing than what actually is. Like being caught up in shoulda, woulda, couldas doesn't necessarily benefit anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like at all. So I think in that regard, having, you know, uh, having a plan now of like, I eventually want to be able to design my own car, right? Sometime in the future, to be able to build my own car, I want to do that, like design my own from scratch, some kind of sports car of some sort. Um, just because that's a huge passion of mine is sports cars and supercars. So yeah, definitely something I want to aspire to do eventually once, other businesses have flourished and I have the capital to invest into something like that. It'd be really fucking cool. There's also another part of me that wants to design a camera as well, like an actual creator camera, a camera focused around content creation, because a lot of companies don't do that. They're focused. They parts bin things out. They say, okay, well, we're gonna take this sensor from one of our other cameras. We're gonna use this particular body because it's more eco efficient when it comes to cost. And we'll use this processor that we had in these other cameras for a while because it's already in a parts bin. We don't need to reproduce anything new. We're gonna use this display, no EVF. You know what I'm saying? Like they just use what they've been using, and then they make a camera and say, oh, it's good for vloggers. It's like, is it though? Like, is this good for vloggers? Or even if you're a content creator that wants to do more than just vlogs, right? Like, but it's video centric only. But all video centric cameras are what? Cine cameras or cinema cameras. So that in a lot of countries comes with a different tax, which is why certain cameras don't have a consistent record time. Like a lot of Sonys, you couldn't just record for nonstop. They would stop at 30 minutes because in certain countries it would be considered a camcorder and be taxed differently. So there's a whole other situation for that. But I was like, man, that'd be really cool to just create a camera that creators and people that want to do online video is made for. Like, oh, this is actually designed for that. Not, oh, a hybrid camera that can shoot photos and videos. Like, well, I mean, cool, but that's fine. But if you're a content creator, wouldn't you just want a dope video camera that can do everything you need it to do and have the resolution high enough that when you take a still from your video, it's already an all eye, which is all intra, which means each frame is its own image. And you can take a nice, clean, still screenshot and use it as your thumbnail versus trying to find the right one that's not fully, that's not blurring at all. But these are the things that most content creators aren't focused on. They're just focused on creating. They don't really care about they're like, oh, well, I'll let another company come up with the technology. But I'm like, well, shit. Like I know some of the technology at least. Like, who do we need to partner up with to make that type of shit happen? And then finding the right frame rates and stuff. Like, what are the video frame rates that people want to see? Making sure that it shoots in H.265. So when you upload that shit or edit it, it's small. So it's not super heavy on the browser or anything like that. Like, there's a lot of cool things that you can do. But I think, like, again, a lot of camera companies don't really focus on that. And then when they do, it's a cinema camera and it's too far the other direction where it's like, well, no, none of these fucking creators are going to be shooting raw or log the majority of the time because the files are too hard to work with unless you have a really powerful computer, which a lot of creators when they first start out don't, you know, and then finding certain software to go along the lines with it, right? Whether it be software that could be on mobile that can utilize the footage immediately, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the mobile software for editing is so much easier to edit in than a traditional NLE for new creators. So there's a whole other space there, you know what I'm saying? A whole other space for content creators to create in and edit in on the phone aspect of things when it comes to software. But again, the phone companies don't care. I mean, the camera companies don't care about that shit. They're only focused on the actual camera, but the parts that they're using is, again, binned parts. So sorry I'm rambling, but it's just some things that I think about on the creative side that it's really interesting to me. Uh, you see, the camera idea is pretty dope. If they truly was such an idea currently in the modern world, I definitely. I mean, but this is the thing though, where it's like, I could start a Kickstarter, right? But then it's like, all right, cool. I don't, at the current moment, I don't have the means or the network to facilitate an endeavor, right? Like, I would really need to start looking into the market, building connections to see what companies I can collaborate with, what kind of designer can I afford or find, You know, like there's a whole other complexity to it. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, that's just the reality of it. So regardless of if the idea sounds cool, if the execution is a whole other situation. You know what I'm saying? Um, you said you wanted to stop them. What? Uh, what are you talking about? You have to probably talk about something else. But yeah, so we'll see. Like, future's long. I definitely have so many ideas that I want to bring out, but first, I really want to make sure that the community here is solid first. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are the ones that got me out of my 9 to 5 to really do this full time. So I'm like, all right, well, let me make sure I can deliver other stuff for you guys before we start, because eventually I want to bring in some other creators on the platform. So it's not just going to be me, right? So there'll be other people on absolutely that will be like, other hosts for stuff, reacting to stuff. Like eventually that's what I want to do because I want to be able to create a space that is transcendent of me, but also is of the time. So what does that mean? That means, which is why the channel isn't called Adonis, right? So I want to be able to create a business online that focuses around geek culture that I can hire people that want to be creators but don't want to care about how do I start this business? How do I start a YouTube channel? But they may have the talent to be a host. They may have the geek knowledge to talk about manga or comics or gaming or whatever. So I'd rather just hire that person to do the content. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I know how to run the channel shit. I just need creators. You know what I'm saying? Well, fuck it. That's the type of shit that, to me, anyways, is like when you see things like IGN. IGN is a dope company, but over the years it became suit driven. What does that mean? Corporate stock shit that investors that are that are kind of guiding decisions versus the geeks and the nerds that created the business. You know what I'm saying? Like it should always be focused by that. What is the community talking about? What are the fans talking about? What series should people be talking about? Like that should be driven by the community, right? Not a corporate entity. Not, and I'm not saying corporate entity like a negative, but people that aren't into it, they're just into the dollar, the revenue share, right? They're into the money, which is also an important attribute. But I honestly believe if the content is there, if the quality is there, the money comes. It's a byproduct of quality. You know what I'm saying? So that's essentially why the channel is what it is. I know people are like, oh, why isn't it like your name? Like, why don't you have it as your name? So that's the only reason. I could call it Adonis. I can call it Adonis Xavier. Cool, but like, that's not really what I've been a public speaker, bro. I've been a public speaker for a while. Um, but uh, but yeah, so there's a lot of that though that I feel I want to contribute. But again, getting the channel up to where it needs to be and back into the search results. Because I don't know if you guys remember when I took that couple month break last year because I was going through a lot. That's when the channel died. Like search wise died. People didn't know that I was still doing content. They were like, "Oh, I didn't know you were still doing YouTube videos. I thought you stopped doing YouTube." I'm like, "For real?" Like I get that all the time. So it's just one of those things that why the fandom troop is so important is for us to band together to start getting the content back in the algorithm. The channel can be re-indexed. What does that mean? The channel has fell from where it is in shareables for YouTube to push, so it doesn't push it. And I've actually tested this on multiple different computers with no like login, so just raw search results. And when I post like a Demon Slayer reaction, I look for it, it doesn't actually show. It's way down the list, even though TubeBuddy or vidIQ is saying, oh, it ranks actually third, but it's actually not showing in search. That type of shit. Or it's not even recommended, right? So, but to do that, the video views have to go up, the likes have to go up, the comments have to go up. So it's a vicious cycle. So I'm just trying to find ways to break out of that, but I know I can't do it alone. Like I need your guys' help for that, which is why the fandom troop exists, and why I want to find ways to compensate you guys, whether it be with paid content or exclusive stuff or whatever I can do, just for your guys' extra assistance. You know what I mean? Like extra help. But because this shit is just as important to me as it is to you guys to want to be able to create more and do some more fun things on the channel. But ultimately, there's always that cost. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, well, how much does it cost to do? What what is actually feasible? You know, because if it doesn't cost money, it costs time. And it's like, all right, well, money we can always make, but time you can't get back. So it's got to be worth people's time. Definitely hate cleaning door jams. Not the funnest thing in the world. Not the funnest at all. Not at all. But yeah, I know I be going on rambling and shit, but just grind those reaction vids and eventually, nah, it's not how it works. I wish that's how it worked. I wish it was, hey, just put out videos. It's actually putting out videos that don't get views is actually detrimental to the channel because it's telling YouTube that people actually don't watch the videos. So it stops recommending the channel, which is why I have to put so much stuff on Patreon only is because like, if you guys don't watch it, I just have to put it somewhere. Right. So that's really the other side of it. If you ran a business, right, a video business, and you had 4 creators and they all put the same amount of content out, right? And depending on the views of that content was how much money your business made. And you had one guy that had a ton of followers, but nobody was watching his content. And it was actually losing money because you're like, well, shit, I can find somebody that has half the subscribers, but get some more views and I can get more money from that person. Would you then say, I need to remove that and put somebody else there? 9 times out of 10, you're going to say yeah, right? So that's the whole concept of YouTube. It's like, oh, well, people aren't staying on his video or they're not clicking on his video. We need to keep people on platform as long as possible. So if they're not watching these videos, I'm going to go to a smaller channel that people are watching the videos on. But because it's not sharing my stuff due to my break that I took last year, you see what I'm saying? It's not pushing my channel. So when I do get views, it's not a lot because my subscribers don't even know that I dropped the video. You know what I'm saying? So it's this weird fucking vicious circle. So that's just the reality, unfortunately. So having people share it and make sure that people are watching it is so imperative to the growth of the channel. And we finally started growing again, which is awesome. And I'm gonna do my best to make sure I'm on time for certain reactions and make sure that things that are popping, I'm there for, which means is my actual daily life suffers for that, but it is what it is. If I want this shit to grow again and get back to it indexing, because based on the subscribers I have, by average, the lowest amount of video views I should have on a video is around like 40,000, lowest. And you guys have seen in the past year that's not even close. But if you look at videos prior to a year ago, they're all way higher. So it's just one of those things, man. Like trying to find the way to get back and what's the adjustment to make. That's just a part of it. Just a part of the hustle, part of the grind, but not just grinding to grind. That's a trap. Donna said Adana super underrated. On the why. It's not that I'm underrated, bro. It's just the it doesn't push. So that's the challenge is finding content that is searchable, that the channel has, that YouTube has no reason not to push it, which is why Demon Slayer does so much better. AOT is doing okay. It's not doing as good as it should, but it's doing better than my other reactions like YuYu or Ranking of Kings or anything else that I'm doing on the channel. It's still performing better than those. But yeah, come on, bro. So yeah, it's just a process, bro. Just the process. And sometimes you have to trust the process, and sometimes you have to force the process. So people need to know that, damn, hit the like button. I mean, the like button is imperative. It's just annoying to ask because every creator is asking, but it's like I think people don't know why they're asking. It's like, damn, everybody keeps saying hit the like button, subscribe. Like, it's annoying to hear. I know, I get it, but it's so important to the survivability of the channel and the longevity of the channel at that. So, yeah. just a part of it, man. Unfortunately, that's my very terrible accent. I don't even know what accent that is, to be honest. To be honest, bro. Hit the button right after I click the video. Hey, Straw Hat, I appreciate that, bro. Real shit, man. You know what's crazy? And I'm not just saying this because you guys are on. Any content creator that I watch, right? Because I watch content, but I rarely watch reactions. I usually watch tech content and car content. Because I have a YouTube Premium account, I don't have ads. However, I usually watch the entirety of the video of creators that I fuck with. Why? Because on YouTube Premium, since there is no ad, it's based on how long somebody watches your video of what your revenue share is, right? So MKBHD, I'm watching the whole thing, regardless if I'm into the phone or not. I'll watch the whole thing. Or I'll just have it playing while I'm doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Just to be like, just to support. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's like Throttle House or another car, YouTube that I follow, whatever the case is, I usually will just I'll play the entire video, regardless if I'm watching it or not, like fully. I'll just have it playing. So I'm like, look, I know the work that goes into that shit. So whatever the case is, I'm still gonna try my best to support it. But yeah, so in that regard, it's like, and these came out fucking shiny. Yeah, it's just finding the right way. But when I didn't have YouTube Premium, I was like, I just left the ad on. I was like, all right, I'll just let the ad roll. It's only gonna be 30 seconds anyway, so whatever. Yeah, the video's playing in the background. Bro, I do it all the time, bro. And if it's a playlist and I'm editing, I'll just the playlist go. I'll just because I understand what it is, you know what I'm saying? And that's how we make our money. So I was like, fuck it. It's not gonna hurt me none to have this shit playing. I just put it on mute and let that shit roll. But yeah, it's a crazy space right now, man. To be completely honest with you, crazy space. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Like you guys definitely keep me on my toes. I want to keep creating for you guys. Find new ways to stay interesting and all of that. Where is it? This one? No, that's not it. Where is it? Do I not have that? Do I not? Are you serious right now? Bro, I was just there. I should have fucking bought it. God damn it. Oh, is this it? Yes. I was like, I know I have this shit, bro. This shit right here, goated. Not a sponsor, but just saying. Reaction videos be addicting. I mean, depending, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it though. Like, I get why it'd be addicting for some. I just wish I was into watching them. Isn't that weird? That I create stuff that I don't actually like watching? Is that weird? Let me know. See if I can grab this. I'm not gonna lie though, like the stuff that I be saying, I think some of you guys may think that I be planning some of this shit out, like what I be saying in the reactions. I'll start my reaction, I'll do it, edit it, and I'll be laughing at myself in the reactions, bro. I honestly don't know what I be saying half the time. Like dead ass. I'll be like, what did I just say? Literally just be cracking up, bro. I really need to PPF the front of this car. I gotta fucking repaint this bitch. The front of this car is there's so many like loose gravel stuff here in Australia that the front of cars just get annihilated. And because it's black, it's so easily spotted. I'm like, God damn it. So I'm gonna have to get it retouched and probably PPF'd. Unfortunately, it's just the reality of the situation. That shit is so fucking expensive out here though. Car stuff in general in Australia, guys, is fucked. Like, I don't think you guys fully aware how fucked what the expense is for cars out here. It's kind of psycho. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. This looks fucking solid though, so far. Okay. I'm not upset at it. Drop this down. Drop down and get your eagle on, girl. What y'all on right now, bro? You could add some memes to your videos, but don't take advice from the kid. I mean, I did it for a couple of the videos that I did for JoJo, just to try it out to see how it was. But honestly, like the reaction to that, the response didn't seem any more positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. Like I remember I did that for one of the JoJo reactions, just to be like, all right, well, if I add some stuff in it, some extra shit, how would the what would the response be from the community? And to be honest, like it didn't feel any different. The response seemed exactly the same. It didn't get shared anymore. So yeah, this shit looks shiny. Okay. At least it looks fucking good out here. That's fucking awesome. That's definitely a hard thing too, guys. If you guys ever get a black car or have a black car, the maintenance on a black car, bro, is a fucking nightmare, dude. Like it looks fantastic when it's fucking clean, but you see every fucking smidge of dirt when it's dirty. Like it's fucking ugh. It's so annoying. Definitely not ideal. You see that or like lint, you'll just see it. You're just like, God damn it. It's so fucking. There goes an earpiece. What did Forever say? Um, so that's a good question. Does it count if we watch it multiple times? I'm not sure. Hope it does, because I'll be rewatching. I mean, the rewatch. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that counts towards views. To be honest with you. To be honest, I do not know, bro. That is a fantastic question that I do not have the answer to. Let's see. Time is it? 12. I got an hour before this fucking meeting, and I'm still not done. I told you guys I be fucking going. I'm so thorough with this shit. So thorough. But again, it's like a therapy thing to me, you know? Therapeutic, take my time. It's like the only thing I can take my time on. Everything else in my life is so reactions gotta be out now. You know what I'm saying? Videos gotta be edited now. Deliverables for clients gotta be done now. Like everything is now. So this is the only thing that I do. I think that I just take my time on and just can kind of chill out a little bit. As weird as it sounds, you know. Unfortunately, that's just what it is. Should I bring you guys inside? Because I definitely still have to clean the inside. Let me know what you guys want me to do, man. Talk to your boy. Be vocal in here. You should react to anime trailers coming to spring. I would actually really like to. Let me know what trailers are coming and all of that, and I'll do my best. I'll do my best for sure. For sure. It's clean. Yeah. So ultimately, that's really where I'm at. Ranking a King is a masterpiece. I mean, I love it so far. I have seen the Chainsaw Man trailer, the first one, but I'm not sure if there's like a second one or a third one out at the moment. I saw the first one though for sure. How are you doing, bro? Thank you, man. So ultimately, I don't really know. Uh, Chainsaw Man. It does seem crazy. I've been hearing great things about the manga, but you know, we don't really know if the manga is gonna, if the anime is gonna deliver the same excitement that the manga did. You know, so it really just depends. AOT is good, but it's too slow and talking, taking them. I hate when the episodes are 15 minutes of talking. I mean, that's the thing though. Like AOT isn't an action anime. I think that's the that's the challenge with AOT, right? Is the idea of AOT is not the reality of AOT. The word attack is in the title, so people assume, oh, it's action an action anime. It's not. It's actually not an action anime. So with that in mind, it's really hard to, when your expectation is action, um, you know, it's hard to settle with that. It's hard to be like, oh yeah, well, you know. So I'm bring this down since I gotta be down here. I'll talk to you guys down here. Let's tilt this a little bit. There you go. Bring shit back. But yeah, so I mean, I get it though. I get it for sure. It's super a lot of dialogue, and that's what I was telling people too. Like if you're not paying attention to AOT, it will get away from you really quick. So I remember I watched it and then I stopped watching it. I stopped reacting to it, right? Because I was getting copyright shit, and people were like, I actually stopped watching it completely at a period of time. So I was like, all right, well, I'll stop watching it. And then right before season 4 came out, I did that whole rewatch. And man, like just seeing the details in that show, bro, like I was like, holy shit. Like there's just so many fucking details. So I was like, look, like I'm definitely going to need to. I feel bad for those that have only seen it like one time through and expect to know it. It's like Game of Thrones. Like Game of Thrones has so many fucking moving parts. Regardless if you like the closer or not, is not really the point. It's the details and linking between characters. If you're not paying attention, it's gonna get away from you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how crazy AOT is. So you may have where is this? Yeah, it's that one. Like you may like certain parts, but it's the as corny as it sounds, the devil is in the details in AOT. It's in the linkability and the characters and the backstories and shit. It's actually in all of that shit, and you have to be super attentive, which is why I was like, I don't think it's a great anime for me to react to because it's so story heavy, right? It's so dialogue heavy, and a lot of you guys know certain animes. If it's not keeping me, it, for whatever reason, during reactions, if it's too complex, I actually start getting really tired, and I can't stay awake. So for whatever reason, when I watch it on my own, I don't have that issue. It's really fucking weird. But I don't know. Maybe it's just because I have to be attentive for the reaction that I'm focused so heavily on trying to entertain at the same time as consume and understand and theory and theorize and all that shit. So maybe that has to do with it, and it's just tiring me out. But for those that only done one watch through, I highly recommend just rewatching it, bro. Like rewatch it from the beginning if you have some time, and I think you'll start to appreciate the details, especially now where we're at. If you're watching season 4, if you just go back and watch the first season based off the last 2 episodes, I promise you that whole shit feels way different, bro. It feels way different. It's just it has the same. I was talking to Happy about this. It has the same effect that episode that what's it called had um that Rogue One had on episode 4. Like if you watch Rogue One, it makes episode 4 feel like episode 4 never had any plot holes. Because there were some things when I watched episode 4, and even before Rogue One came out, I was like, there's some things like, okay, well, you just happened to get the plans to the Death Star. Like, who made plans to make this shit so easily destroyed? And then you just happened to get the plans to it, and then you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just really, there's a lot of things that are like, really, like that just happened to happen, like who designs it? Be like, oh yeah, by the way, these 2 points here, if you destroy this shit, the whole shit goes, right? But if you watch Rogue One makes that plot hole, it fills it. All the plot holes in episode 4 get filled in Rogue One, and it's like holy shit. So watching episode 4 right after Rogue One, it makes that movie feel so sick. You're just like, holy shit, it's so awesome, so awesome. But yeah, so I highly recommend, man. Like I know it's not the most exciting, but I think you might value the story more uh with a second viewing, like from top to bottom. New slime season coming out, bro. Man, slime was fucking dope, bro. I fuck with slime heavy. Uh, yeah, I like slime a lot. I don't know what else to say. Slime is really dope to me. Uh, yeah, really fucking cool series. This shit is always so uncomfortable. But Nina, my new girl. But yeah. Okay. Okay. What y'all talking? Let me bring y'all a little bit closer, bro. Bring y'all a little bit closer, cause get a little closer to me. What y'all talking about? Dude interior looks like a set off Star Trek. Not a set off Star Trek. My dude got the. You got the. Did you get the Star Trek package? I appreciate that, brother. My man said I got the. I got the Enterprise. You got the Deep Space Nine edition, bro. But Nina, my new girl. Man, I think it should be good on this side. I need to go to that side. Get the doors. The door the Explorer. You keep with One Piece, bro. I stay with One Piece, bro. I love that you're one of the very few reactors to acknowledge the Netsu's true talent. Your theory on the reverse cowardly lion complex made me fall in love with you even more. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that, by the way. I'm doing a video on that this week, bro. Should have went with the GT63, bro. God damn it, bro. Everybody always telling me what I should be buying. Like, bro, well, how about you give me the money to do that then? You feel me? How about you do that? You give me the money, I'll buy it. Let's do that. Um, I saw somebody hold on, let me just go back because I saw somebody asking a car question. I just want to, is that a V6 or V8 or a V12? First of all, not a V12. I think they stopped doing V12s with the SL65 series, like 12. I think they stopped doing V12s. This is a V6 twin turbo. This is a 43, not a 63. 63 was just a too stiff of a ride. It felt too much like my A45 that I had prior. I talked about this on the last live, but there's two types of AMGs that Mercedes AMG or AMG Mercedes make. They have their 45 series, which is like you have like their full-fledged AMG models, which are 45s and 63 models. And then you have the 35 and 43 series and 53 series. So what does that mean? That means that they're more of like a regular daily. So it's like 63s, 45s are more hardcore track cars that you can drive on the road, right? Stiffer suspension, crazy throttle response, usually a V8 or a four-cylinder twin turbo. Four-cylinder turbo. But the ride on those are really stiff. Obviously lower ride height, stiffer springs, really thin profile tire, so it's even thinner. So it's a lot. It's harsh, and then road noise. Obviously, the 43 and 35 series and 53 series are more road cars that you can do track stuff with, right? So they're more road compliant. They're softer suspension. They sit a little higher than the full-fledged AMGs, and they don't have a hand-built engine. They have a Mercedes engine that's tuned by AMG. The other AMGs are hand-built AMG engine. So that's like the A45 that I had prior was a hand-built AMG engine. And it's dope, but it's harsh, like really harsh when you're driving, right? So that type of shit is really hard to live with every day. Some people love it, right? But at the age that I'm at, like I don't want to be fucking riding in a go-kart and shit like like that shit gets played out. That shit gets played out real quick. So now if I had the money to have multiple cars, then yeah, I'd have, a car, a track focused car, something that's like more like go-karty vibes, like a Lotus or some shit like that. More track focused. Then I'd have like something like this, and then I'd have like a sedan of some sort that I know that I can get friends in or family in, and we can cruise and enjoy ourselves, or some kind of SUV, right? But because I don't have the capital to do all that just yet, I have to find cars that can be more well-rounded. So this car just felt like a better fit for that. It still has the sporty nature that I want. It's fast enough, and it looks the part. You know what I'm saying? It gives me the same feel that I get when I was driving my A45, as far as like that emotional connection I get with the car. And yeah, so That's always going to be my main feeling. Like the car's got to make me feel something. And that was kind of like my gripe when I went to go drive the Tesla Model 3 Performance about a month ago, actually. Now, I went to go test drive that, and man, like it's fast. It's fast, but it is so uninspired to me. Um, it feels like I'm driving an iPhone. Like and it's not even the fact that it's an EV. It's actually not. That's actually not the case. Like the car is fast, right? But it's the acceleration is addictive, right? If you like acceleration, but you're only gonna get you're you can only do that so much until the party trick gets old, right? Then it's like, all right, well, what's the rest? Like, what's the other value added things to this car that makes you feel emotionally connected to it? As a car enthusiast for myself, that's what I'm focused on, right? I know that's not for everybody. Some people just like, look, I want something that's gonna get from A to Z. It's not gonna waste any gas, that carries my friends and family. And for that, I think it does a great job. But the asking price for that car here for a Tesla Model 3 Performance is 100,000 Australian dollars, right? Which is the same cost as this car. And the interior quality is nowhere fucking near it. It's not even fucking close at all. Like they're not even in the same world. So I was like, okay. I got in the Model 3 and I was like, okay, this looks like an IKEA desk with an iPad attached to it. That's what it looked like. It's what it felt like. It didn't feel premium at all. It didn't differentiate it between the other Model 3s. It looked exactly the same, right? If you got in a C300 of this and paid $30,000 more for this car, it's not just that it's faster. The interior is different. There's carbon fiber. There's the AMG seats. Like it's a different aesthetic, it's a different feel. But in the Tesla, it's literally just power. That's the only fucking difference. And I was like, no, like that, no, like there's no, absolutely not. And then be like, oh, well, how has the turbine wheels? Okay, sweet. The rims on Teslas are ugly regardless. Like there's no rim on a Tesla is like, oh, those wheels is fire, bro. Them shits look like it looked like somebody took a fan from a CPU and just fucking slapped it on wheels. That's what it looks like. It looks like a CPU cooling fan, and they're like, oh, we're gonna add this as our wheel. It's just uninspired, and the cars look like turtle shells. Like, and again, some people really like them, and I'm okay with that. But when people are telling me that I should buy a Model 3 or a Model S, and I'm like, bro, like, no, it's not there yet for me. They're just not there. Technologically, they have some really cool tech, right? And I appreciate the technology in there and all that. And I respect what, Elon and team has done for the industry when it comes to that type of stuff. But when you're talking about something that inspires me, design, uh, sensual lines, emotion when you look at a car, how it sits, how it sounds. Obviously, electric cars don't sound like anything unless they program sound into them. But some of them, though, look amazing, like and sound awesome. Like the Taycan sounds awesome. The little noise that it makes, the whoa, like it sounds fucking sick. E-tron looks awesome, sounds awesome. Um, the new Lucid Air, I fucking love the way that thing looks as a sedan. It's fucking awesome to me. Um, but again, like those things are taste things, right? Not everybody's buying a Tesla for taste. They're either buying it for hype and they want to just jump on the bandwagon because it sounds cool. I got a Tesla, cool. Or they're like, look, I just want an EV, and it's easy to get, it's easy to maintain, you know, but for the cost, they're too expensive for the build quality for me, and the design just isn't there for me personally. So I know a lot of people want me to be on Team Tesla. And again, as a car enthusiast, I appreciate what the brand has done for the industry, just to wake them up to different alternatives as far as like powertrains and stuff like that. I do not think electric is the end all be all. I think it's a stop. I think it's a bridge to whatever is after it. I think there's a lot of issues with electric, batteries in particular. I don't think that's the proper energy source at the moment. I just think that's what we have at the moment. But who knows, man? I could be wrong, and I might be. But I think the combustion engine, depending, especially with what Koenigsegg is doing with like I think it's called the LFG or the LBG. I can't what it's called, but it's like their camless engine, fucking amazing. Like, and it runs on biofuel, so it's extremely friendly to the environment, and it produces a 3-cylinder twin turbo, makes 600 horsepower. It's fucking nuts. A 3-cylinder twin turbo that runs on biofuel with no cam. It's sick as fuck. I was like, that's fucking bad. But yeah, he said, I want, what? I don't want no body hack my car. What? Oh, you don't want nobody to hack your car? Get out of here. Yeah, I guess the anime does it better for me, but the manga isn't bad. What are you talking about? What anime are you talking about, Playboy? What time is it? I got like 30 minutes. We're almost there. I need to vacuum this hodo. Get this vacuum real quick. What is it? It's hard. Is it hard to drive? Is it hard to drive a car? What do you mean hard to drive a car? Like any car? What you mean, player? We talking about Demon Slayer? You might do say, okay, got you. Um, yeah, I'm not 100% sure what car you're talking about. How old are you, man? Are you young? You a youngster? You a youngin? You haven't had your driver's license yet? You know, taking your driver's test? Ugh. Definitely got to get this shit popping. Hey, man, I appreciate you guys rocking with me, man, on the live, bro. Taking some time out of your day to you know. My man said 17. Okay, all right. You a little youngster. You ain't got your license yet. Demon Slayer, you sound like a radio host. My dude got the radio host vibes. Okay. Now tuning in live, Nougat Radio. Oh yeah, get that. Oh yeah. Get these up real quick. What the fuck is that? Oh yeah. That wasn't me. I didn't fart. Don't get it twisted. Boom and boom, bam, surprise. What are you saying? Bada boom, bada bam, ba bam. That fucking song. God damn it, I gotta get that fucking the thin nose joint. Annoying. Just when I thought I was solid. What? Ugh. It's looking clean though, guys. We almost there, man. I do appreciate you guys, man, rocking with me, man. Fucking cool to see you guys chat with your boy while I do fucking adult things, you know. Turn this shit up real quick. Oh, there we go. Yes, sir. We might be in business, Jack. And we might be there, bros. We might be there, boys. We might be there. Living in Australia seems like a wave. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It has its ups and downs, just like everywhere else. But it's a vibe. It is a vibe for sure, bro. Me not having a car, tuning into him, cleaning the car, definitely sauced. Hey, man. This actually inspiring. Is me washing my car? What is it? like, bro, you wash that car and make me want to change my life. I'm sorry, bro. It just sounds interesting if that's what you're talking about. How you feel about the newest S580? You talking about the EQS? I hate Mercedes's EVs at the moment. The EV design look fucking stupid. They look like jelly beans. I've said this before. Mercedes and BMW are on opposite sides of the spectrum right now. Mercedes saying, hey, let's make everything super aerodynamic and look like a jelly bean. And then BMW is like, hey, bro, guess what? We're going to add every angle possible on all of our cars. We're not going to make any fucking sense aesthetically. Just add all the angles. You're like, what the fuck is going on here, bro? Like, both of them are on some fuck shit. And then Audi is just like, hey, we're going to still stay our understated. Like, they haven't changed at all, bro. Their EVs look still as understated as they usually do. And it's like, it's making me just want to buy an Audi now. I'm like, honestly, like this might be the last Benz that I own, besides like a sports car or something like that. But for a while, it may be the last one I go with. I'm like, I mean, you having a little fan base. I mean, bro, like you're always gonna have a certain amount of people, bro, that just fuck with you regardless, right? And that's with however large of a channel you have. I know people that have millions of subscribers and they have like maybe out of that million, about 20,000 people that are just like, I'll rock with you no matter what, right? No matter what it is you do, how popular you get, how you don't get, but it's usually like a 1% to 2% of your overall. It's usually what it is of like people that just, no matter, good or bad, I'm a fuck with you, right? That's just kind of how it is. So it's not a surprise to me. And I appreciate you guys, man, for real. It's fucking dope that you guys take time out of your day to fucking watch me wash my fucking car by my fucking self. But it's fucking cool, man. I really do appreciate it, bro, because you guys could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. So it's fucking cool. I greatly fucking appreciate it. I don't take that shit for granted at all. Ugh. I know what I need to do though is I need some fucking water. That's what I need. I'm fucking dehydrated as fuck. I am so fucking dehydrated right now. It is not even funny. Let me see. Is my car on? Hold on. Place the key. Where's my key? In my pocket? It's not in my pocket. Not in my pocket. Oh, I still got to do my fucking tires. God damn it. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'll be after these messages. I'll be right back. See if I can find my motherfucking keys. Aha! Found you, motherfucker. Oh no! I found out that I had my iced coffee inside. God damn it! That shit fucking did not work out. Yep. You want me to start this bitch up? You want me to start this bitch up real quick? Let me start this. Let me know. Should I start this bitch up right now? We'll get a little rumble in the jungle in this one. It's a big question. Though did season 10 of Demon Slayer beat season 1, episode 19? What? What did you say? I don't know what you just said. I have no idea what you just said. But should I start this? You want to hear this shit real quick? Looks like you needed Jagan and I to find out where your keys is, but I got them. I got these motherfuckers right here, Playboy. Let me start this hoe up for y'all real quick. Let me just make sure my seat gets back to where it needs to be at. All right. Are you ready? Yes, we are clean. We are active. We are active. Wait till this bitch to warm up a little bit. Yes, sir. The smoothness. Get ready. Get ready. Yeah, man. He said, the only thing that's missing from the car is shorty on the left side, right? Get the hell, Leah said, I volunteer as tribute. I volunteer as tribute. All that. Matter of fact, let me volunteer. Let me volunteer. Let's see. You know what's crazy is the car doesn't do it's what's it called? It is why am I brain farting right now? It has a soft limiter on idle, so it actually won't rev all the way out, and it won't pop on revs when it's at idle. Like my A45, if I was in it, I was like, pop, 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 pop. It's fucking stupid. But yeah, that little. He said, right, take us for a spin. I mean, if I take you for a spin, I might lose. I might. Oh shit, that was loud as fuck. I don't want to lose y'all connection, bro. I mean, I can if you really want me to, but the connection might get a little knot. You know what I'm saying? It might be a little shaky. You know what I'm saying? Might be a little shaky, a little shake weight. What up, little shake weight? Wait, do they have blocks? What do you mean blocks? What you mean? He said, do they have blocks? What you mean, player boy? Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the sheen. Got the sheen. He said in the whip. He said, how much do you pay for your car? This here. So this, remember I was telling you cars here are more expensive than the States. So this car in the States, I think brand new, I want to say is around like 75 in the States. Here, brand new, this car is like 140 Australian. If it was just with the exchange rate would have been like maybe like 105 if it was just pure exchange rate over. But then the Australia tax and the import tax and the luxury tax on top of that, this shit gets fucking ridiculous. Which is why I always recommend if you're buying a new car just to be like, oh shit, blah blah, buy this shit used. Because this was 2 years old. It's 2019 when I got it. Well, it's a 2019, but I bought it last year, and it had like 32,000 kilometers on it, which would be like, uh, it'd be like, I'm trying to remember what the conversion would be. I think it'd be like 18,000 miles, something like that, 20,000 miles. But it was 96. So it went from like 140 something to 96, literally because it was driven 18,000 miles. So that's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, the rims are cool. Like the rims look better in the sun. Like, let me see if I can, like when they actually hit, they look better in like in the sunlight because it's like a sheen to them. They're actually like a gloss, but yeah, they look better in the actual sunlight. But I was debating on getting different wheels because I was like, oh, maybe I should get these Bostons that I fucking really like. But again, I'm not gonna keep the car longer than a year, so I'm like, for what? You know what I'm saying? It's fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, um, he said if it's not blurry though. Oh, is it blurry? Is it blurry? But yeah, so definitely one of those. I mean, look, man, I agree though, because when I saw, I was like, oh, I'll get different wheels, because that was the first thing that I wanted to do was just get different wheels for the car. And then when I saw it in person, because I bought the car, if you guys remember, I bought the car unseen. I just saw it in photos because it was in another state when I got it, and so they shipped it up here. So the first thing I saw in the photos, like, all right, cool, I'll get different wheels, because whoever photographed the car didn't really get good photos of the wheels, so I didn't really see how dope they were. So I saw them. I was like, actually, these are actually pretty nice. I was like, they have a nice gloss to them. It goes with the more mature vibe of the car. So I was kind of cool with it, right? I was like, all right, that's fine, no big deal. You see all the fucking garage sale stuff I got going on back there. Uh, But but then when it comes to like when I finally got with the car, I was like, man, you know what? Like, I really don't want to spend the time of sourcing out wheels because if I do, I got to source out another set of tires. Because I put these tires on Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's because whoever had the car prior fucking put some trash ass tires on it, bro. And one thing I'll tell you guys from experience, if you're driving a performance car, do not cheap out on your fucking tires. Yes, they're going to be more expensive, but I promise you, you will fuck your if you have nice wheels that you like, you will fuck your wheels up, and you will not do your car any justice as far as performance goes, as far as acceleration, handling, any of that. You're actually doing your car a disservice if you're buying a performance vehicle or a performance line vehicle like AMG M, RS from Audi. Get the right fucking wheels. Don't be like, oh well, the wheels are really expensive, so I'm just gonna get like the $150 wheels. Don't do that shit on tires, bro. Do not do that shit on tires because you're gonna fuck yourself. So when I got the car, I had to. I spent like $1,500 on tires because the person that had the car prior put some fucking trash ass, off-brand, no-name tires on it, and I was like, why the fuck does this car drive so harsh? Because the tires were shit. So I was like, all right, well, shit ass tires gives you a shit ass result. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it was. So I had to get a different tire. So then I was like, all right, well, if I want different wheels, that means I was gonna go up to like a 20 or 19, up on a 20 on these because these are 19s. So I would have had to get a different tire as well. And I was like, I don't want to spend another fucking $5,000 on rims and tires. Like, it's just not necessary. It's just not, these are fine enough. You know what I'm saying? So when I have the money to be able to really do the cars that I want and all that shit, then I'll be able to splurge with that type of shit. But right now, I just want to enjoy the car, have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? That shit felt like an earthquake. Oh shit. But yeah, man, I'm gonna finish cleaning this spot up, man. I'm gonna get off this live. I appreciate you guys, man, for rocking with me. For real, it was dope to chat with you guys, just on some regular shit, man. I'll leave the live up. Pretty sure people aren't gonna come back and watch this whole motherfucker. So if you guys have certain timestamps that you guys want to just put in the comments for people, that'd be cool. Um, but other than that, man, I appreciate you guys, man. Again, head over to the what's it called, bro? Head over to the why? Because I got to get ready. I have 15 minutes for my meeting, so head over to the Phantom Troop. Make sure you guys click that link. I'll invite you guys. Once you guys click the link, put in the shit, invite you guys over, and then that way you guys can stay up to date with everything that's going on because that'd be the easiest shit. It's on the last 3 videos that I put up. You guys have the links there, and then I'll invite you guys ASAP, and then we'll keep this shit pushing. But now I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna rock out. See you later.